Yo, what's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Good morning. We're about to have a good one on today's session of Morning Hype. I am your boy, Mr.Stacks, and it is Friday as we close the week here. It's August 3rd, about 8:07 a.m. in the pre-market. And I have to fill y'all in on what's been going on this morning here. I know if y'all are looking at y'all's prices on your stocks, I know some of our favorites we've been riding, they kind of started to take a dip this morning. And I don't know if y'all are worried, scared, or however you may be feeling when looking at these prices dip. But I'm trying to put y'all in the know as to, what to expect possibly throughout the day and moving into next week. I do know Labor Day is a holiday, so we will be closed on Monday. But coming Tuesday, we're trying to plan some plays out as to how we're going to whether hold our positions, move on to some new positions, and maybe buy some of these ones that are dipping. We don't know yet exactly how the market's going to play, but that's what we're looking for this morning. And all you new viewers out there, if you aren't already in the know on what we do on this channel here, we're trying to call out these pre-breakout stocks. We're looking for those stocks, about to make some potential moves soon, some real good gains, and we're trying to get in them before they actually take off. If that's something you're trying to find out, things you want to know about, things you want to learn on how we trade on these strategies, hit that subscription, y'all, notification bell. Any love's appreciated on the channel here. We do also have a Discord. If you aren't already a member, the description will be posted below. The link will be posted below in the description. Check it out, y'all. Join if you aren't already a member. Let's try to get some of this money in our pockets, trading live. If y'all want to have those live discussions with us real time there. But we're going to go ahead and jump in it today. We got 4 of our top picks up on the charts here. And I kind of want to just dive right in, letting you know what's been going on today. But we got BBIG, Vinco Ventures. We also have ANY, Sphere 3D. We still have Zella Technologies up here. And we also have YVR, which is Liquid Media Group. So off the top, BBIG, Vinco Ventures. I know yesterday we started to see a sell-off, as you can see looking at the 30-minute here. Go ahead and zoom out. So as you can see here, Thursday we ended up, I think this was Thursday or Wednesday, I'm sorry. So Wednesday we actually hit that high of 1190, and we're following trend. As you can see, I do have that trend drawn all the way down. We hit that high, and since that high we started to sell off little by little by little, but we're starting to level out here on the low side around 766. I have it actually drawn at 772 here on this price level, but we're still squeezing into this wedge, as you can see here. So I wouldn't call too much. Don't put too much fear in your head as to if this is going to break lower. Right now I'm holding my position also, but look, we're still holding trend here. We're still holding level around this level, give or take. I know we did see a low, was it yesterday or in the after hours, where we hit 757, as you can see. But we started to push back up there, knowing that this is more or less a support level. We're trying to hold this level. I do know a lot of people have been taking profits, also maybe thinking that we're probably going to start to sell off here, doing a lot of the down pressure that we're seeing. But I'm still holding it down. As we start to squeeze into this wedge, I believe their news is going to be released as to their CEO going to provide shareholders that update as to what's to come here with the Lomotive deal and things like that. For those of y'all that aren't already familiar what's been going on with the stock on their merger agreements and things like that, check out the videos as far as the ones that I've done in the past. I'll post the links below so y'all can check those out, kind of update yourself on what's been going on and all the price action that's been happening here lately. If you don't really know what the company's doing, check out their website, look into Lomotive, do a little research on what these companies are doing, what these applications are about, and it gives you more idea if there's a future maybe in these stocks, or if it's something you're willing to invest in more, ride out the wave, or just make a good decision if you're willing to pull out or buy. But BBIG, we've had a good run. We're starting to cool down, but we're still hitting this level. I would call this a buy level. Check in to see if market opens, if we can hold this level or not. If we push down lower, that's what I'll be looking for, because we could come all the way back down to around 686, 690 or so. And this will be the next, I'm showing 677. This will be the next support level right here on this 200-day exponential moving average. But hopefully we'll squeeze rather than pushing down. We'll push up. But it is Friday. There's a lot of things happen Friday. Usually we like to see people taking profits, and things will dip to a low where we can end up scooping up more shares and things like that. I do know last Friday, though, we actually had a green Friday, so actually things started pumping still rather than selling. But I do see a lot of selling going on this morning, so just keep that in mind if you are looking to trade this stock. Right now we're holding support around 785, so if you are looking to get in, see if we can break down. If we start to break back up, wait for it to close. 2 candles to close on the above the VWAP here is what I would be looking for on the 5-minute chart. And once we can see that conviction, you may be able to consider this a buy, and we may start to test these highs again. I'm not real sure. We'll see how the news plays out moving into the morning. I don't think we've seen any news published on this other than some discretionary stocks moving, articles, things like that they like to sit there and just put out there every morning. Nothing real fancy as to what's going on with the company. Just a little article there from the analyst here, just to keep the interest, I guess, in these stocks. But BBIG, it's not over yet. Still feeling good about this one. Have a high of 1190, and hopefully we can see these levels soon. Look for that buy point here around the 780, 770 mark. But also keep in mind that we can also dip back down to this 680 or so. I do have a green line that was drawn. This is where I picked up shares last time we dipped down around $6. Not sure if we'll come all the way down. If we do, we'll end up breaking this trend here. So this is what we're kind of following right now, is the trend line. We'll see if we can stay within trend, but we still have the overall trend line all the way down here. So it's still possible that we can break lower. But just keep that in mind. These are the support levels and resistance levels here if you are looking to trade this stock. Stock number 2, we have ANY, Sphere 3D. Now this one here had a pretty crazy sell-off this morning. I was really thinking we were going to push up through this level, but I've been watching it yesterday, testing it, and it was seeing a lot of resistance right here. So, market open 3 a.m. and we just had a massive sell-off. Everybody just pulled their profits, but they also had some news released this morning as to what triggered the sell-off here, and I believe they have a market offering this morning that they're going to sell some of their shares as to, some of these gains that we've had. They're looking to sell some of these shares so they can reinvest the money into their business here. So let me look at what exactly was going on. But yeah, company announced a pricing of $102 million registered direct offering price at the market to help secure, to help secure the initial order of 60,000 miners. So they have that Bitcoin mining deal coming with they have it I'm not sure when it's taking place or if it already has. Let me see the last thing that they put out on here. So I don't think they actually merged yet, but they're still discussing, the terms and all that behind it. But it looks like they're just preparing on trying to get everything in place before they actually become one. So right now they're investing in what, has all these profits we made over the last couple of days. I mean, we shot up almost double yesterday, $6. So for those of y'all that do look to take profits, this would have been a good time. But I'm taking the long ride here. I really feel like we're going to push back up. I'm not sure when. It might be next week. It could be today. We don't know. We pushed all the way down here though to about $6. We broke through those levels that I was thinking we would hold. So it was just a massive sell-off this morning. So we broke through that $9, we broke through that $8, $7. We're all the way back down to $6. But we started pushing back up. And right now we're holding around that $7 price level here. A little bit of resistance, not too crazy. Let's look at the 4-hour though, just to get a long-term picture of where we're looking here. So we need this to kind of push back up. Hopefully we'll see some green here on this candle. I really feel like we shouldn't move lower than 6. I'm really loving what this company is doing. It's just a lot of profit taken here. They're going to sell off some of their shares, so it just scares everybody out because they know the price is going to drop. So everybody that was able to pull out their shares on the high here, they just took their profits pretty much before they started to sell off. But we're hitting levels. We still got a lot of interest in this stock. We got buyers buying it up on the low, pushing it back up. So we're looking for a buy point. Watch the $6 mark if we end up cracking to the downside again. But if not, if we can hold here, this may be a good support level also. Looking to push back up, as you can see. But we're looking for those 2 green candles to close. We've already had them close right here, but it wasn't necessarily above it. One was on the VWAP, one closed above it, and then it turned red again. So we need 2 of them to close above the VWAP. Then it may start to push higher. We may see resistance here also at 8. I don't know. It's hard to really say. We have a few different resistance levels here. But following the trend, $8 or so, we may see more resistance here. I do have a long-term trend that I'm drawing over the daily, you know, touching those highs to highs to highs. I mean, we got an all-time high, but this was the last level that I was watching coming off of that last up green candle there. So this is telling me, you know, more or less we may show some resistance unless we can get more buyers to pile into this. I mean, I'm not saying we won't. We're on a low. Everyone's looking at this stock right now. And if you're looking for an opportunity to get in, if you were able to buy in the pre-market, you are probably, you know, loading up right here. But looking at the 30-minute, we're still green. We're still showing a little bit of resistance here. So just keep that in mind. Watch it as we start to squeeze. It's not really squeezing into anything at the moment. But you know, that 21-day moving average is actually squeezing into that 200 on the 15. So we may break back up, but I would watch this $8 area though. We got to break above that if we're wanting to keep moving back up. We got a few levels to break through where we may see some resistance. Our high traffic though is right here. This is going to be our top. But also this $9 mark, we may see it also. So let's just see if we can keep the momentum coming in. We still got a lot of high volume this morning in this stock. You know, 15 million shares over a daily average of 25 million. So we're already about 60% in or so, 70%. We got a few others here though moving in the scanner, but I just kind of wanted to touch base on, you know, our top picks today. But ANY, y'all, check it out. Look for those levels. If y'all looking to get in, just play it smart. If not, find an out position in case it does reverse on you. There's plenty of time to play this stock out. We got a few levels to hit before we start to break through and see all-time highs. So don't think y'all are missing out quite yet, because this can turn either way once we hit some of these levels. So just keep that in mind. We're looking to break higher. We got to break this 1050 or so to continue to push up to the all-time. But stock number 3, Zella Technologies. I'm still following it. You know, I got options. Right now, it's not really playing in my favor. It's acting a little funky. It's been having those false breakouts. And pre-market, though, it always wants to dive. It just keeps diving down here, lower to that 250 mark. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of got me a little, you know, a little iffy. I mean, we're on the long term, we're still trending up, but I'm trying to have this pop a little faster than in a month or so. You know what I'm saying? So I got options that are going to expire on the 17th, and I may end up taking my loss if I don't see some upward play pretty soon. I know in the after hours yesterday, we actually started to push up. When I started getting excited, up, is it going to happen? And we hit that high of 272, you know, but that actually wasn't it. I know we broke higher. 272 was during the day. I think we got to like maybe 279 or so when I seen it. Well, let me look at this 5-minute here. Oh no, 272, yeah. So we're testing it here at that 272 level. So we'll have to see if we can break back up into this trend. If not, I'm gonna have to reanalyze also just to see how Zella is looking. Zella usually draws in a lot of interest. We've had some good news published on this one, but it's just not enough to kick it up. There's just so many other things moving in the market where more attention is drawn into those than into this one. But I'm being patient with it, you know. I'm going to hold it out another week or so and see what happens. I'm still feeling good about Zella. I like Zella. I've been profitable on this one a few times in the past when we've had some of those upticks in the volume and that price there, as you can see, March and in June or July. So I'm hoping we can see that pretty soon again. I mean, it's not a guarantee, y'all. This is just what I'm watching over the last couple of days. And as you can see, we're starting to push down, but we're still holding at 250. We can get something going again. I mean, we can easily come back up. It's not really a big drop, but the volume seems to have drained out of it a little bit compared to what we were seeing yesterday. But overall, you know, I'm still watching it. We're still holding within this level here as we're starting to play in this range. You see, we're still holding above the 200-day. I'm going to remove these for now. This was just a short-term way of looking at it, but that didn't play out. But as you can see, we still got that high level here. So it's really just a quick little pump. We can pump up 10, 20 cents. I mean, bam, breakthrough. That's what we're looking to do. See how this uptrend is still moving up? Let me draw that trend line. No, we're not out of trend yet. You see that? This is on the 4-hour. So we can follow trends still. We're still looking all right. So don't worry too much if you are holding Zella. If you're on early, this is still a good time to get in. I would say 250. Just got to be patient with these, y'all. Y'all want to wait it out and ride it out, and hopefully you can get in on that pop. I mean, this is what we do. We watch for those buy signals. This is kind of a little indicator, these wedges and these trend lines. And we've been testing this a few times, as you see. We're looking to break it soon. We're still holding trend, hitting it, hitting it, hitting it. Just when will it come? You know, that's what we're waiting on here. You see how many times we tested that level? Bam, 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 bam. Is it time to break through? I don't know. We're following trend here. Let's see what happens here today, y'all. I'm still feeling good about Zella. It's not over yet. Looking to get in 250, y'all. Call it there. Maybe we can break down 248 or so, but that's what I'm gonna call there. All right, y'all. Last stock of the day, stock number 4. We have YVR, Liquid Media Group. Now I know, I'm sure a lot of y'all aren't real familiar with this one, but we've had some good plays in this one here in the past. You know, we've seen this one jump up pretty good, and we're following the trend also on YVR. And as you can see, yesterday we had a good run. Look at this. They published some news. We're following it, and that wedge started to squeeze, and they published that news, and bam, we were gone. Broke out. I mean, we hit 227. I was hoping more to 275 or so. We started to see that, you know, resistance level. But it's not over here. You see how we hit that, and we came back down. We didn't even quite hit the 50-day. But we're starting to, like, curl back up here slightly. You see that? A small little curl. That's the way I'm looking at it. And usually when there's good news published on these stocks like this, they'll do this. They'll pop up, kind of fake you out, because you think that they're going to ride up that day when that news comes. You know, they get that good news. They're doing a merger agreement. They just announced a deal with IndieFlix, which is like a Netflix kind of app on your phone. You can watch flicks and movies on the go. They give you recommendations depending on what you're in the mood to watch and things like that, how much time you have, and yeah, and they'll give you those recommendations, and you can just watch it on the go. You don't even got to be on your couch in your living room, you know. But we got that good news, and it took off, and then they're like, we started to sell. People didn't feel like we're gonna go nowhere. I'm holding it though. Like, it's just a matter of time before we squeeze back up here, y'all. So this is a good time to get in also, I would call it, if we can hold here. If not, we maybe break back down to 185 would be another good point to get in. This is before we actually broke out, but we've been holding around 190 or so. $2 give or take, but we've been trying to break out. We're pushing, hitting this 50-day moving, and that 7-day starting to squeeze. I'm hoping we can break back up here come today, if not today, early next week. But I really feel like we're going to test these highs again real soon. This news here is just not a fluke, y'all. There was some good news put on this stock, and it's just a matter of time before the interest draws into it. This one can get moving. This is a big deal. Agrees to acquire IndieFlix in an all-stock deal. You know, check it out. See what IndieFlix is, y'all. But these apps are the upcoming, you know, the future of, you know, entertainment and things like that. So that's the way I'm looking to play these NFT stocks. You know, these companies are doing things. You've seen how BBIG was moving, right? This is an NFT stock also. Once we get that attention drawn in, it can really start to pump, y'all. Look at the volume yesterday. We had our daily average of 1 million shares. We had 14 million shares, 985% above our daily average. Let's see what happens today. Right now, a little stagnant in the pre-market, but these can also actually get pumping pretty fast. Once something starts to move and hit a level, that attention can start to draw in pretty rapidly there. But I'm gonna call it here, y'all. Y'all looking to take profits. If we get in now, we break up 227. If we hit this high, if we break through 227, we're looking to hit 260 to 275 next. So those are the price targets here on YVR. We're looking to get paid on this one here pretty soon. We just gotta be patient, y'all. Just play it as it comes. Don't let that FOMO get to you. Don't sell out when prices are dropping at a low. You gotta wait it out on some of these, y'all. Just wait. I guarantee you, you're gonna pull out, and then before you know it, they're gonna take off. So just be patient. Patience is key. That's the way we play here, and that's what we're planning to do closing today and moving into next week. Labor Day is Monday. Keep that in mind. We'll be closed. We're gonna pick back up again on Tuesday and see where we left off. I'm gonna let y'all know though later on this afternoon, more or less, how the day played out. And moving into next week, we'll see exactly on what some of our moves were on some of these stocks. If I ended up buying something else, if I ended up selling, if I I'll just let you know what's going on. I'll give you the a little insight into gossip there of what's been playing out today. But I appreciate everybody taking the time this morning. I know it's early. We're about to already approach the market open here, 8:27 a.m. But good trading to everybody, y'all. Let's try to get some money in our pockets today. But we'll catch up again later this afternoon. And if these videos are doing y'all justice, y'all making money, thumbs up, y'all is always appreciated. But thanks for taking the time, and we'll talk to y'all then. Peace.